G'day One Watt Fly Squad, welcome back to another Thursday trip report. I'm currently at Heathrow Terminal 3 airside. I just landed on a Virgin Atlantic flight from Hong Kong. Now I'm going to connect through a British Airways flight A320 to Barcelona.
So my Virgin flight landed at Terminal 3, and conveniently my British Airways flight to Barcelona is also departing from Terminal 3. Transit here at Heathrow within the same terminal, especially in the morning, is quite easy. From the moment I got off my plane, I went through security and it took me just 15 minutes to reach the Terminal 3 departure area. Right now it's 5 o'clock in the morning, it's quite dead here. Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Chanel, they're all closed. My mum's not going to be happy if she's here. My beloved Qantas lounge here at Heathrow Airport unfortunately won't open till like 9 or 10 in the morning, so unfortunately I'll have to use the British Airways lounge, which everyone knows is not that good. But hang on a minute, I almost forgot that my home carrier Cathay Pacific also got their own lounge here, and it opens very early in the morning. Although Cathay doesn't have an early morning flight to Hong Kong, their partner airline Finnair does.
We've still got another 2 minutes to go.
If you're wondering how I have an itinerary with Virgin Atlantic and British Airways together, I'll explain it right here.
So I booked this trip Hong Kong to Barcelona via Heathrow through a online travel agent. They managed to combine my British Airways flight with my Virgin Atlantic one, and during check-in in Hong Kong with Virgin, they were able to give me my British Airways boarding pass to Barcelona, and my bag's going to go all the way to Barcelona, so I don't have to go through immigration, custom or recheck-in at Heathrow. And now welcome to Cathay Pacific lounge at London Heathrow. In the business class side. It's beautiful here, looks like the pier in Hong Kong. So you've got space there for your baggage, the basin, you've got lots of stuff here, hand towel, some amenities, some products from Australia, Aesop. Then you've got the toilet seat and the marvellous shower space. You've got one shower head, another one up there. Same thing here, Aesop shower products.
Now I think it would be a great time to eat because later on board you won't get any free food or drinks. I'm now in the Cathay Pacific signature noodle bar. As with many new Cathay lounges, there's always a noodle bar for Asian delicacies and then a buffet for Western food. So here I've got a bowl of fried rice which is spicy. I've also got dim sum including pork bun, char siu bao and prawn dumpling ha gao. That fried rice was awfully spicy. I now need to sit down here, calm down myself and slow down my heart rate as well as charge my phone. That's a British Airways A320, but that's not the one that I'm going to catch to Spain. Now I'm craving for some more food, so I'm in the buffet area for some Western delicacies. So during breakfast time you can expect sausages, bacon, baked beans and of course scrambled eggs. Then here you've got fruits and yogurt. Here you've got a selection of bread such as croissant, cupcakes and cookies. This business class lounge is absolutely beautiful. Cathay aims to make people feel like home and they did it. Now it's time to head to gate number 26 for our flight to Barcelona. So sitting right there is our plane to Barcelona. It's an 18-year-old British Airways Airbus A320-200 Golf Tango Tango Oscar Echo. It's been over a year since I've flown BA, so I'm quite looking forward to this flight. There's priority boarding today, but no one is actually checking your boarding pass. I'm group 2 today with my One Rock Sapphire and I'm not sure if there's supposed to be this many people. Welcome to my seat 12A. It's an emergency exit seat on board this A320. With my One Rock Sapphire status, I can get this seat for free anytime I want after I booked my flight. This is one thing I love about BA. I got my Sapphire status with Qantas, and when I fly Qantas, I can't get those seats for free. I'll now quickly show you the seat features. You've got a literature storage space up there for your magazines, and here you've got a tray table. You can't fold it in half, but you can certainly move it back and forth. You've got one large seat pocket, and your legroom is enormous, but it comes with a huge responsibility when there's an accident. There's no proper armrest on those seats, but you can use the door handle. BA A320 has a headrest on every single seat, which is great. You can adjust the headrest as you like. Our plane has already been de-iced before we boarded the plane. I've got a great piece of news, so I've got no neighbour today, so it feels like Club Europe, maybe even better because of the legroom.
Through the cabin with the scarf to see if it belongs to you. Thank you. Señoras y señores, durante nuestro embarque algún pasajero and whaling. Please make sure that all of your hand baggage is safely put away. Smaller bags can be placed on the floor underneath the seat in front of you. Larger items can be placed securely into the overhead lockers. Customers sitting in the front row seat or in an emergency exit row must place all items into the overhead lockers, leaving the floor area completely clear.
My name's Captain Chris Holt. It's my great pleasure to welcome aboard this Airbus A320 series aircraft today, and I'll be flying you this morning. Great team aboard. First Officer Chris Tawny's on board with me up in the front, and a lovely team of 4 led by Comrade Merk. Carmen will be introducing herself shortly. Well, we're pretty much all ready to go. Just got to talk to air traffic, see if there's any delay coming out of here. Doesn't look like there is too much. So when we get going, taxiing down to the westerly runway, and then we'll be turning left down towards Midhurst, then leaving the coast around the Southampton area, heading down towards Paris, over Toulouse, and then over Pyrenees to Barcelona. So flight time today is quite quick, hour and 45 minutes. Out of here it's going to be nice and smooth, so I'll turn the seatbelt signs off when I can. You're free to move around the cabin, but if I have to turn the seatbelt signs off for any reason, I'll ask you to return to your seats and fasten those belts for me. Conditions en route, there is a jet stream over the centre of France, there may be a couple of bumps there, so the seatbelts might have to go on or off through the flight. And down in Barcelona, it's a bit of a windy, wet day, I'm afraid, down there, so we'll be putting the seatbelt signs on a little bit earlier. We're expecting it to be a little bit just in the latter stages, just for you high winds off the coast this morning. So I'd say we're due to get down there around about 11 o'clock local time in the last Sunday. So I'm going to leave you with Carmen and the team. Sit back, relax, and I'll speak to you on brief. Thank you.
That's what you're sitting there. What I need from you is a little bit of oomph.
Your life jacket is underneath your seat. If required, please remove the jacket from its container and pull it over your head.
You're getting there, David. Thank you, Gillian.
And now, the reason this is so close to our hearts. Naomi, over to you.
You'll also find the Flying Start donation envelope in your seat area, and it'll...
Our window got wet during the de-icing process, so the takeoff footage will be a bit blurry, and I apologise for that in advance. But believe me, it will go away after takeoff, and the sunrise is really beautiful. It's worth watching, trust me.
keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. It must be securely fastened when the seatbelt sign is on. When it is safe to leave your seats, take care when opening the overhead look as silence may have moved and could fall out of those injury. A few minutes will be starting our more service. If you are seated in our club hero cabin, we'll be offering you a complimentary breakfast with your choice of tea or coffee. In the Euro Traveler cabin, we have a selection of food and drinks available to buy. You can find details of today's map and expenses for menu in your seat pocket. Later in the flight, we'll be opening our highlight job. Please take a look at the browser in your seat pocket. In the meantime, if there is anything we can do to make your journey more comfortable, please do let us know. Thank you. Buenos días, señoras y señores, y bienvenidos a bordo de este vuelo de la British Airways con destino a Barcelona. Me llamo Carmen y soy la persa a bordo. Si necesitan algún tipo de ayuda, por favor, déjenmelo saber. Gracias.
So this is the M&S menu on board economy class. Since I've eaten in the lounge, I don't need to buy anything. The gorgeous cabin crew now come around the cabin for anyone who wants to buy M&S food. No one in front of me bought anything. There's Wi-Fi on board this A320. You can see what the plane is and look at the flight stats for free. Internet access, however, is not free. You will have to pay £1.99 for texting. If you need faster speed for YouTube, you can pay £4.99 for 1 hour, or for the whole flight, £7.99, which is quite reasonable, I think. Alternatively, there are those pop-down TVs from the panel, and you can track your flight. There's also those classic radio buttons on the armrest, but unfortunately they don't work anymore in 2020. There's also High Life magazine, which British Airways changes every month. For me, flying over Europe is really fun because there's a lot of traffic and there's always a plane flying nearby. The cabin crew on this flight are really engaging with the customers. You can see them laughing and talking with the customers in the back galley.
Welcome on board British Airways A320. Lavatory at the very back of the plane. Here's a quick lavatory tour. You've got the basin there, rubbish bin, hand soap, tissue, coat hook. The toilet seat itself. My first impression here, by the way, everything is so bright and white.
There's about 1 hour left until we touch down into Barcelona, so I'm gonna take a quick nap.
The northern hills of Barcelona. Landing to the northeast today. So the city will be on the left hand side of the aircraft. Unfortunately, it's quite a lot of cloud down there when it's raining. And it's quite a breeze, about winds between 45 and 50 miles an hour just on the coast. So we're going to get you sit down a little bit earlier than usual because it's going to be a little bit bumpy just at the stages. There's nothing to worry about there, that's just the wind. Just like to take the air. When we do touch down, so a short taxi to stand, and we're estimating the arrival time around about 10 to the hour, so we've got 30 minutes to get. So as they seatbelt signs, if it doesn't get too bumpy, we'll be on in 10 minutes time. Thank you.
Your cabin crew will be passing through the cabin shortly. We'd also like to tell you that here at British Airways we're proud to have teamed up with Comic Relief to form our charity partnership called Flying Start. The charity helps children living incredibly tough lives in cities around the world. If you'd like to help, please place your spare change in any currency into the envelope provided in the seat pocket in front of you and hand it to a member of your cabin crew.
Any donation you make will make a huge difference to millions of disadvantaged children worldwide. Thank you for your generosity. Please make sure your tray table is folded away, your seat back is fully upright with the armrest down and your seatbelt securely fastened. If you're seated by a window and have lowered the blind, please return it to the open position for landing. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items such as laptops must be switched off and stowed in your luggage for landing. Finally, please take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exits and study the safety card in your seat area. In the event of an evacuation, leave all hand baggage behind. Thank you.
There's a typhoon near Barcelona, so our approach into Barcelona is very bumpy. While our skillful pilots are landing the plane, I'll quickly conclude this flight right here, right now. And I'll also explain why I like British Airways so much as a One World Sapphire member. First of all, at Heathrow Terminal 3, there are so many lounges that we can choose from. British Airways, American Airlines, Qantas and Cathay Pacific. Qantas and Cathay Pacific in particular are top notch. And the thing is, flying British Airways Euro Traveller is very cheap. I looked at a random day in May 2020 and it's only £46 to fly from Heathrow to Barcelona. Honestly, for that price, I don't even care if I don't get a lounge access or free food on board. But luckily, if you're a One World Sapphire or Emerald members, you can still use those amazing lounges at Heathrow Airport. Now let's move on to boarding. Although there was priority boarding for this flight, it wasn't strictly enforced. Once on board, I found the leather seats to be quite comfortable. I love the fact that this A320 is for short haul flights only, but they still put headrest in economy class, which I really appreciate. Furthermore, if you're a One World Sapphire or Emerald members, upon booking your flights, you can select those emergency exit seats for free, which comes with enormous legroom. The cabin crew on this flight are all very friendly and engaging with the customers. They all have big smiles on their face. Last but not least, you'll have to pay for all food and drinks on board, including water. I think food's fair enough because the ticket's really dirty cheap, and that you can eat in the lounge anyway if you've got a membership, but then I think water should really be free. It's a humane thing to do. Finally, I would like to say thank you to the pilots today. They landed the plane very smoothly into Barcelona. Initially, we were given a bus gate at Barcelona Airport. I could see the bus waiting outside the plane already, but our captain refused to let us off because it was very rainy and windy out there. He thought it was unsafe to do so, and I agreed. We then waited for about half an hour or so till we got an actual gate in the terminal. So I thought our captain was very responsible. He repeatedly said that safety is their primary concern through the announcement. And when you think about it, he really meant it because he could really just let us off the plane so that he can fly back to London early and go back to his home. He could also just sit in the cockpit, drink a cup of tea and watch us getting wet and crazy. You can watch all of that after we landed into Barcelona. So that's it for the conclusion today. Thank you very much for watching this BA trip report. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. And here we are, One World Fly Squad. Please share a journey with me with this special magical hashtag on Instagram. And please don't forget to like this video, comment down below, I'll definitely reply to you. And share this video with your aviation friends. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. I upload a new trip report every Thursday 12 PM Hong Kong time and you don't want to miss out. Only about 11% of you watching this video have actually subscribed. If you can help me make that number higher, I would really appreciate. Thanks again and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
The local time here is 11 o'clock in the morning. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt has been switched off. When it is safe to leave your seats, take care when opening your head lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. Before leaving the aircraft, please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you, and remember that smoking is not allowed until you have reached a designated area. You may now make and receive calls, as well as use all data services on your handheld electronic devices. All of us at British Airways and the One World Alliance would like to welcome home our customers who live here in Barcelona, and wish those of you visiting an enjoyable stay. If you are traveling on further, we wish you a safe onward journey. On behalf of my team in the cabin, it has been our pleasure to look after you today, and we hope to see you again in the near future. Thank you and good morning.
It's too windy. It's not safe for operating, getting you out into this wind and rain down the jetty. So we're asking Barcelona to give us another stand on the terminal, which will be a lot safer in these high winds. So we're going to be taxiing off shortly. Might be a slight pause while the operations sort out a stand, but I hope you appreciate that my main concern is the safety for all on board the aircraft, and as I say, I'm not entirely happy where we are at the moment. So give us a few minutes and we should be getting you to a stand as safely and soon as we can. Obviously when you do leave the airport today, it is quite extreme out there, so do just take care driving into town this morning. Thank you. So it'll be a lot safer for you to disembark. But the only caveat to that is it's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes wait just for that. But as I say, our present position, we're unable to unload any of the bags due to the wind. It's too strong for the aircraft, so it takes us out of limitations. So that's what we're doing. We shall be parking, I say, in about 10 to 15 minutes. So just please remain seated, keep an eye on those seatbelt signs, and when we are parked up and the engine shut off, then I'll turn this off. So thank you again for your patience, and I hope you do understand today.
Hello there, welcome back to another Q&A, and thanks very much for watching my British Airways trip report. So I got a few questions to answer today, and the first one is from my new patron from America, New Masla. So the question is, how has the recent concerns of the thing affected not only you but your future plans for air travel? So it's quite bad. So for my studies, I'm now fully online. No more face-to-face lessons, no more face-to-face lectures. Everything's online, so I'm pretty much stuck at home, self-isolating, but it's for the good. For my air travel plans, it's been affected as far as July. I've cancelled all my trips in April, including my patron trip, unfortunately. In July I was going to go to America, but the flights have actually been cancelled already by the airlines, so that's unfortunate again. I have no idea when I'm going to fly again, because the virus is getting worse and worse every day, and Australia domestic flights, there's not much left, and there aren't many flights going to Hong Kong either, so I'm stuck in my Adelaide home right now. And then the second question I've got is from M the Traveller. So how long do you stay in a new destination after flying? Do you stay loyal to any hotel groups, or do you stay in Airbnbs? It depends how far I go. If I go to Asia, usually 5 or 6 days. If I go to Europe or America, usually 2 weeks in combined 4 or 5 days in each destination. Do I stay with a hotel group? No, I always go to hotels.com, Expedia, and look for the cheapest possible. I'm a student, so I can't afford staying loyal with a hotel. Do I stay with Airbnbs? I have stayed with Airbnbs before, but I prefer hotels, cheap hotels. Okay, so the third question I've got is from Instagram. That's a bit annoying. So I don't know who sent me this one because I basically cropped out this question right there a while ago and I can't go back and see who sent me, so apologize for that. So obviously he's a big fan of mine, he loves my video, and the question is, who inspired me to do YouTube? A few flight reviewers definitely. Simply Aviation, this one. I don't remember the others. There's another one, he's called the, I forgot his channel name, I'm gonna have a look right now. Bear with me. So it's Simply Aviation and When I Travel the World. When I started my channel in 2016, I always watch these two people. And yeah, they inspired me so much. And the fourth question I've got today is from Tech Rook. Hello One Watt Flyer, do you ever get nervous or conscious when filming with onlookers, especially when you first started compared to now? I've always been and always still get nervous when I film around the airport or in a plane, especially in the airport actually, because there are more people walking around me, walking towards me, that kind of stuff. On a plane, everyone faces to the front, unless you're on British Airways Club World. So yeah, it's just annoying that I always feel like, I don't know, I just get super nervous, especially when they look into my camera. I'm like, ugh, go away. So the last question I've got today is from Instagram, Window Barrett. Other than aviation, what other interests do you like? Do you like astronomy? Don't confuse it with astrology, as astrology relates more to birth signs. Oh my god, I hate those words. So what's astronomy? Hang on. Oh, it's the sky thing. Not really, but I can't say I like it, but I would be interested in learning something about it. Astrology though, I'm quite interested, especially, I actually trust them. So if you if you combine your star sign, so I'm a Capricorn, and your Chinese sign, I'm a rabbit, if you Google search Capricorn rabbit, everything's just brutally true, so try that, guys. Other interests, Netflix, watching YouTube, everything on YouTube, it's not just aviation. Also sports wise, I like ice skating, skiing, rollerblade, cycling, anything that's fast, I like it. Yeah, so that's it for the Q&A today. Thanks very much for watching, and also can I ask everyone to please stop sending me questions via YouTube comments and any direct messages like on Instagram or Snapchat, please, because I get too many of them and it's hard to manage. So basically right now I've still got plenty of questions to answer. If you've got any new questions, just hold it with you at the moment. When I do run out of questions, I'll post a story on Instagram or Snapchat, and basically there'll be a box and you can answer, you can put in your question there. So thank you guys, and I'll see you again next Thursday, 12 PM Hong Kong time, for a new trip report, which I don't know which airline yet. Bye bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your cabin baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.